We're out here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we're with some All-Gen Trans Am members, Mike and Marcia, and what they have here is a 1979 10th anniversary 4-speed Trans Am, and they're going to be sending this car off to get a paint job on it. When you take a car to paint, a lot of what the price that you pay is how much trimming and detrimming they're going to have to do. So if you take the time and you detrim the car yourself, you're going to save yourself a lot of money. So what we're going to do today is we're going to detrim this car and get it ready to go off the paint. And to do that, we're going to remove our rear spoiler all the way across. We're going to take out our rear marker lights, our tail lights, our window trims, our glass run sweeps, our side mirrors. We're going to fully gut out the interior. We're going to be taking off the front spoiler, and then our nose grills, and our headlights, and our Pontiac emblem up front. By doing this, what you're doing is you're saving the body shop probably 8 to 10 hours of labor. And if you consider it as, if the body shop has to detrim it and retrim it, and say it takes them 10 hours to do so, you're looking at 10 in, 10 out, at $60 an hour. You'll be looking at a difference in your paint bill of up to $2,500. So we're going to start off on this car. What we're going to do, we're going to get going on the interior. And when we start on this, what we're going to do, we're going to start at the very top of the car. We're going to remove all our T-top trim, our headliner, our rear armrest panels, sail panels, A-pillars, door panels, and then pull our carpet out. Any floor issues we have then can now be addressed by the paint shop. And since we've detrimmed it for them, they don't have any prep work to do that. Well, when we started the video, it was earlier in the day, it was about noon, and here we are, the sun's about down, but we've got our work complete. You come on in here, we'll take a look what we got. Took out all our trim. This car did the full interior in it. We've removed everything. And we did find a little rust issues on the front floors, which was expected. We knew there was some rust in them. And this car will get partial front floors and little spots just where it needs it, but overall the floors on this car were really, really great. It's funny because when the car got detrimmed, it's actually a lot more solid than one would expect for a car that's old. We took off our sweeps and got this car ready for paint. We've got our interior out, door jambs out, got our side mirrors off on both sides, taking our door weather seals out, taking our lower spoilers all the way around out, taking our front and rear side marker lights out. We've got our trunk all cleaned out. Our rear spoiler is now off the car. We've got our tail lights out. It was really nice on this car because we found there wasn't any rust issues under the spoilers, and that's what we had hoped for, obviously. Front spoiler is off the car. Headlight bezels are off. Nose grills are out. Front marker lights are out. And the nose crest is out. There's still a little more detrimming to do. We've taken off, obviously, the wiper arms and the eyebrows and all the window trim, and there's still a little more to do depending on how in-depth they want to do this when they paint it. But what you've done is you've saved probably about 10 hours of disassembly, and then on the other end, about 10 hours for reassembly. Things like the window trim, the headlight bezels, a lot of the small metal parts will be able to be bead blasted by Mike and Marcia. and reset the color, and it's just one more thing the paint shop will not have to deal with. They're going to get this car in, they're going to be able to sand it, and they're going to be able to get ready doing the little bit of body work that it needs. It goes to color, and it goes back together. You'd save yourself a lot of money going this route as opposed to just dropping off a car to the paint shop and saying, here, paint my car. At the end, you're going to save a lot of money, and in a lot of cases, you're going to know the craftsmanship on some of the small detail work will be done instead of bypassed because you've taken it apart so they can't cut corners. So it's taken a day, and there's been 3 of us working on it. But 1 day's labor for 3 people is going to save a whole lot of money on this car's paint job. And just a little tip, hopefully it helps you out and makes it so you can save some money when it gets time to do your car.